All right. Inshallah, Elijah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at today?
Oh, we're looking at Mecca, but for Destiny 2 players, bro. This right here, Chris Allen, it's that time of year again, bro. It's expansion time, the best time of the year.
Yeah, the one time of the year you all eat.
When the game gets good.
The one time of the year where, like, Sow, into the feeding area you go, but you leave your wallets open.
Chris Allen, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to see this.
This is not Inshallah. I'm not excited for this.
Chris Allen, it might, like, grab you in. Like, where the other expansions failed, this one might grab you.
I don't think it will, because I have the wool lifted from my eyes. I know the little song and dance we like to do. It's like, what's this stupid shit in, like, the Avatar? It's like the Avatar cycle. This is like the Destiny cycle. This always happens, man.
No, they want to, like, switch the cycle. That's what they talked about in the developer insights. They're like, oh,
you know how many
we know that
say?
You guys are privy to us, so we're going to change it.
Yeah, how many... Yo, Destiny's main thing that's always consistent if everything else fails is that they always say they're going to change things.
So they're master cappers, bro.
I know, and I've seen it. I refuse to fund it anymore. But anyway, let's see this shit. So, when does this launch, or is it out yet?
This is coming this Tuesday.
Tuesday. So let's see if this is adequately hype.
Oh, I'm ready.
Let's see. Okay, actually, wait, before we do it, now that we're, like, done talking, let me lower this even more. There we go. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
they're looking. Why is Marisolve still here?
What is that?
This looks exactly like Oryx.
What is that?
Witness.
Oh, it's him. Oh, look, he's looking at us. He's looking at us. Look, he's breaking Bungie.
The malefactor of our first collapse is at our doorstep.
Chris, he was the one who started it all.
Oh.
He's talking to you, Chris Allen.
Who the hell is that? Oh, it's the new ones, the new people.
The Titan looks so sexy.
Titan just looks like a warmonger.
Is your failure.
Literally looks like Oryx all over again.
Oh! Man, the holiday's dead?
At all costs.
Nah, she's not dead. Oh, look, is that really
look, they're bombing the city.
Who is that? Whoa.
I understand what's at stake.
Why does he look naked?
Not all of us have lives to spare.
Oh, yeah, he can't res. We couldn't res for a little bit either.
Brings you pain.
Wait, what the?
What's happening?
Wait, what did he do? Why did they bring him in a box?
Oh my.
Oh no, it's sucking us.
The battle begins here.
That enemy looks so cool though.
Oh yeah, that looks strand.
Whoa. Oh shit. Our end?
Child our head.
Wait, but it doesn't make any sense. Wait.
Oh.
I just realized something.
Wait, the death beam.
Wait, the Traveler's violent?
Shalom, now it has to defend itself. It has no choice.
It has no choice. Yeah, it should have done this from the fucking beginning. Like, all right. Let me say some things. Let me say some things here. Number one, this just brings me back to when, like, they questioned, like, wait, why is the Traveler not moving? It has nowhere else to go.
Chris, I love, bruh. Yo, the Witness, I will say this. Like,
it's hype.
Maybe he's not scary, but he's hype, bro. He just be talking his shit. Like,
the best way to hype a character is to have other characters react to that character, right?
Yeah.
Now, I might have said this before, but here's, like, my big fear and my big hope. I really hope the Witness lasts for more than one DLC. I hope it's not like a freaking jailer situation where this big grand poobah who's been doing it all dies in one cycle, right?
Oh. Continue.
But I'm scared. I'm scared because they say this is the end begins. They might have taken a fucking chapter from Attack on Titan because they're saying this end begins, but let me ask you a question. This isn't the last DLC in this cycle,
no, it's
right?
It's not. There's one more.
So the end is beginning.
I have a hypothesis.
But we're gonna get to part 2 of the end. This isn't part 2, so I'm assuming the big grand, like,
this is the second to last. This is second to last.
Yeah, so it's like, knowing that already, what are we really expecting to happen here? Okay, what, we'll either kill the Witness, which I doubt, or we'll kill Callus, and then for the last
Yeah,
DLC
okay.
we'll have to fight the Witness. Like, okay,
That's
cool.
what I'm thinking. That was my hypothesis. You basically just said it. So I'm thinking that we're gonna have to deal with Callus, right? Because he's become an issue yet again.
Didn't he love
Like,
us?
because he got hard by us, but remember, like his ultimate goal is to like find that one thing that like that one power. Like he's always chasing power, right?
Is he
like,
stupid? Is he stupid?
And he found it.
Is he dumb?
Chris Allen, he found the witness.
Let me ask you a question.
Chris, did you see what was happening to the ghost, bro? The Guardian was like, what the fuck?
Elijah, first of all, he probably gave us LSD or something.
Bruh,
Second
yeah,
of all,
we were drugged.
He fucking drugged us. He roofied us. Second of all, this is my biggest complaint, right? This is like the big thing like in Dragon Ball that happens too, right? You know how in Dragon Ball, the legendary Super Saiyan is like a thing that happens once every 1,000 years and everything?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, so let me ask you, if you know there's this thing that's supposed to be like, kind of like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And, I'll take Goku as the further example here. Goku turned legendary Super Saiyan, very rare thing, happens once every 1,000 years, right? He then goes Super Saiyan 2, which is like unheard of. He then goes Super Saiyan 3, which is the apex of everything. He then goes Super Saiyan God. He then goes Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's like, when does it all end, right? This guy's unstoppable.
His skill ceiling gets like bigger every like season.
So let me ask you this. Who else in the whole of Destiny universe has gone to each and every faction, taken their schlong out, and wiped it on the enemy's gods' faces in front of them?
So think about this, right? Yes, us, but you got to remember again, Chris.
Like, put it on paper.
They told us, right? Because this is information. Like, you complain about it, but this information has been there since like before Witch Queen. We knew like the expansion cycle and everything.
Yes.
And they came out and said like, "Yo, this is the story. This is how it's gonna be," right? So we have like a face to match like the one thing we're fighting, right? The one thing that's the culmination of things, and that thing is so strong. Like, it's fought before, it's done other things before, and it's sure it's gonna win. But because like we know already,
well,
like
we're here, so I'm not so sure.
Well, yeah, well, obviously it's like, you're the player, you're gonna win eventually. But like, I understand, like if we don't kill him this patch, it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't kill him this expansion. Like I said, I think we're gonna do like a Callus thing again. We're gonna murder him.
What if he turns out to be
for real this
again?
time? For real this time. We're actually gonna murder him.
Let me see if I get a nice picture of Callus here. Hold on. You keep going. You keep going.
But
look at him. Look at this fuck.
Chris Allen, look at him come out like out of his little chamber, bro.
Where's his fucking ugly face? Can we see his ugly face?
Did they even show it?
Yeah, right there. Look at him. Look at him.
Sean, he's been like birthed anew.
He can't even close his mouth. He looks like he looks like a gimp.
And I don't know about you, Chris Allen, but yo, bro, the way they're setting up the witness to be,
Elijah, does Callus not look like a gimp right here? He looks like a sex gimp.
He's the witness's gimp.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the witness like whips him or something. Oh my god. Okay, so
it's gonna be good.
I'm telling you, I see so many parallels between this trailer and Oryx's trailer. Like,
yes,
space battles, a whole legion, and a whole armada of ships. This big bad guy who's like crazy. Like, okay. All right,
yeah,
I've seen
but
it before.
we've seen it before, yes, but again, like, you gotta set the stage, and also it's like every expansion has to be hype, right? Like, I mean, there's only many ways.
Give us
like, how do we show somebody strong without them doing like mad crazy shit, right? Like, crazy shit happens all the time.
You set him up,
but the witness has been set up at this point.
I want to see him do something.
Okay. Chris, again, did you see? Can we look at the ghost? Can we look at
the ghost? This is like some Doctor Strange shit.
He like the Guardian was like surprised. He was like, "What the?" He looked.
Where the fuck was it? Was it near the end or where was it?
I have no idea.
Fuck. I think it was right here. Actually,
was it right here?
Somewhere around here. The thing.
Nah, that's when they shot the death beam.
Yeah.
It was alright. It was before that then.
They show off Strand. This is so fucking horrible. Oh,
Right
here
there,
it
right
is.
there.
Here
Chris,
it is.
look. Everything's like, look, a little bit before. Look, the ghost is cool.
The ghost like turns off.
It turns off, and he's like, oh fuck. Chris, the Guardian is getting killed too. Did you see that?
Wait, he was? Really?
Look at this. Look at the Guardian the whole time.
Wait,
Wait.
fuck.
I just noticed that, bro. Look at the Guardian.
Yeah, the Guardian like got cut too.
Look, yeah.
He's just like he's altering reality. It's nothing crazy. He's pulling the wool over our eyes. This is what Bungie does. This is Bungie. This main villain is Bungie.
The witness is Bungie?
The witness is Bungie. They're deluding us. He's deluding us from reality. But I'll tell you this.
He's hype, bro. He's hype.
The only other hypothesis I'll have, and this is a two-parter here, is I don't count this as like this probably won't happen, but this could be crazy, right? What if we kill both Callus and the witness, right?
And there's a new...
Or we don't kill them. Maybe we kill them, maybe we don't. They die. They can either die from us or from fucking the last like hive like god sister, whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
Sivu Arath
I forgot.
or whatever?
Sivu Arath, I think her name is, yeah.
Whatever the fuck her name is. The war one, right? What if she comes in and then she's like, all right, I'm killing both of you. She kills both of them, or we do it, and then she comes in and she's the final boss. Because there's still stuff out there that's like an issue that we know is an issue.
I'm assuming. So another
Sivu
hypothesis
Arath.
I have is like the final shape is going to be a culmination of things. Like maybe I don't know how they're going to spin it, right? I hope they don't introduce another enemy like this is the guy who. I hope they don't do some shit like that.
I feel like they might, but
if the witness is like pushed back like till we kill him in the final shape, I think everybody's gonna come together.
Is that the name of
like,
the DLC, the last one, the final shape?
Yeah, the final shape. It sounds mad like ominous. Like that's what I like. It's like really weird. Like the final shape. What the fuck does that even mean?
The final shape.
But yeah, I think we're all gonna come together because like Savathun's ghost is still out there.
Yeah, that's another thing I was.
The
gonna
sister
question.
is
Where the fuck
fucking.
is she?
So I think we're all gonna link up in the end.
What if we have to res
like,
Savathun? Like we let the ghost res her and she helps us.
That'd be kind of ill.
Dude,
like,
I feel like we're becoming whores. Like all of the races we were genociding, we now have to kneel to them and be like, help us,
Chris,
who cares?
Chris, we gotta stop fighting each other. We gotta unite against the witness, bro.
Listen, I'm just happy the Traveler's finally growing a pair of fucking balls.
Yeah, now the Traveler, after he fucking heard he had nowhere else to run, bro. Now he's gotta kill the fucking witness.
Like, I don't think he needs to. Look at what they're doing here. What the fuck are they doing?
Chris, what does the Traveler look like here? I'm glad you stopped here. What does that look like?
A ghost?
Who's ghost?
Osiris?
This looks like Sagira's ghost, right?
Kind of.
So, I don't know if that's a coincidence or
what did Osiris
other
go
shit.
back in time and create the Traveler?
Listen, Chris Allen. I don't know, but that's something I also know.
Dead?
Sagira's dead, yeah.
Oh my god, I actually liked her.
I liked her too. It's crazy that some people can get her ghost shell. Like I think Jesse has it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just glad I got my title that no one can ever get.
Yeah, oh my god, when you get back on the game, bro, you're gonna be stunning on kids, I swear. Yeah, Chris Allen. Your problem has always been with this game is that like there's no content.
It's the same.
By the time
it's the same.
You get look, listen.
If I get back on, I'm gonna
by
do the same strike.
By the time you get back on, like let's say you skip this expansion again, but the final shape, you're finally like, all right, fuck it. You have so much shit to go through.
Is it all
that
gonna be
isn't
there?
strikes?
Is it gonna be there?
Yeah. They're not gonna sunset anything.
Okay.
That's what they said now. So it will all be there. You're literally gonna have 2 expansions worth plus a new one coming of a straight content. And trust me when I say this, like, bro, you are not gonna give a fuck about strikes, man. There's like so much other shit to do in this game. It's actually crazy.
Isn't the seasonal stuff just the stuff that gets like recycled or like it gets like taken out though and like something else gets put in?
They're changing that. Yeah, they're switching it up. It's different. They're gonna do a lot of experimentation this cycle.
I'm sure they will. So let me ask you this, Elijah.
Oh, yippee, Strand.
What do you think of the Strand? The new what is it? So what is this? A new element? A new subclass?
This is a new element / subclass, yes.
Okay. So what are the things we have in the game right now? Void.
We have Void,
Arc, Solar,
and
then
Stasis.
Stasis. Okay.
Void, Arc, Solar.
Stasis.
Void, Arc, Solar, Stasis.
And Strand now.
And now Strand. For a culmination of 5 elements we have in the game now.
I mean, I'll give it to them. I do like the names. I like the whole thing. But here's where the issue comes in.
Yes.
What does this change? What does this do?
It
It has different
provides.
visuals. It has different visuals, right? But this is where I'm going to bring in the argument of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
You can give me new multiplayer maps, but at the end of the day, I'm using the same weapons to shoot the same people. Yeah, it looks different where I'm doing it. And even then, you know, the Call of Duty maps, I could say it goes a little beyond. Maybe there's different sightlines, there's different cover, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same thing, just different environment. And I don't
Fair.
value that too much, right? I value
Okay.
gameplay changing effects, which again, the most with
Yeah.
the maps is sightlines and stuff. But in Destiny, a lot of classes can look cool. They can. The biggest thing I'll give them is you live out a certain fantasy, right?
Yeah.
You live out certain
Okay.
fantasies with them. I'll take Void Bomb as the example. With the Void Bomb fantasy, I'm throwing a giant fucking ball of death at you, right?
Yes.
I could change it around and stuff. I can make it different, but the whole fantasy of Void Bomb is I'm charging up this huge bomb and just blasting you, right?
Yeah.
And the end result is, I'll just take regular ads, not the bosses, right? I'm killing the ads. But at the end of the day, there's only so many different ways I can kill the ads where it starts to become like you're either repeating stuff or it gets too repetitive where it doesn't matter if you give it to me in a different way. So, does Strand, from what you've seen and what you think, solve any of those issues?
So ultimately,
Are
right?
you
Because
excited for this? Are you excited for Strand?
I have my opinions on Strand.
Let me hear
but,
this.
But all right. So first and foremost, to combat what you said, yes. But I feel like you're right in everything you said. Like, how many times can you shoot something in a different way before you realize you're just shooting something in a different way? But
Or
it's
you're just
like
killing it.
yeah. But like you can boil that down with so many games. I feel like doing that with Destiny is unfair because there's so much variety in what you're doing. Yes, you're killing enemies, but it's a shooter. Like yes, you're doing this, but again, it's like and like an MMO kind of. You know what I mean? Like there's different ways to do it, and I guess that's the whole point. So I feel like knocking it down a peg is like, oh, here we go shooting things again. I'm like, bro, like it's a shooter. Come on.
Well, this is
You
what
know
I'm
I mean?
asking you. I'm asking you what fantasy
But
do you
I-
play
but-
out with Strand?
But I'm saying, yeah, with Strand, it does offer new gameplay. So since you left, because you have not seen what they did with all the elements. Like they revamped everything, like new fragments, vastly different.
I don't know what
So-
that even is.
Yeah, exactly. So each subclass has identities / fantasies / ways to play.
Okay, I like that. That's good.
That and that's for every though. Like all of them are different from each other. Like everybody
Okay.
has their own niche. And I think with Strand, now I hope.
You hope.
Now I hope because what I see and what I think are two different things. So with like Stasis, for example, right?
Yes.
That provided a new gameplay like loop for every class and a new gameplay, like a new way to play the game differently. For example, like I play Stasis Titan a lot. Like I main Stasis Titan, right?
Even now.
And that, even now. And that's because at first I didn't. I thought it was stupid. But now because they updated, everything and like they made a bunch of shit work and I actually sat down and learned like all this stuff. I main Stasis Titan because it's a new way to play. Like I'm throwing ice, I'm really tanky, like this whole fantasy. Like I'm not just like, oh, me Titan, me punch.
Okay, which is usually what it's been.
Yeah, so I think Strand is gonna offer new stuff, but it looks like that as a Titan player, it looks like we got shafted, bruh. It looks like instead of them listening and them listening to us saying, yo, man, Striker's dog shit. Can you please change Striker? Can you do something Striker? Instead of them doing that, they gave us Strand, bro. This looks like Striker 2.0. I hope it isn't.
Yeah.
I hope it isn't, bro.
So-
and they say, no, it isn't, but, bro.
So let me
let's
ask
watch
you
the
this.
video.
Let me
Let's
ask you
watch
this,
the
right?
video.
Before we go into here. Was the Titan one the one with like the two like scimitars on his like arms?
Yeah, the Berserker.
I thought that was the hunter.
He has like the Kha'Zix pincers.
Like if you told me guess this class, I would have thought that was a hunter.
So it looks like what's that shit with the knife, bruh?
It reminds me of Prototype. You remember the game Prototype?
No.
Let me get an image for us. Here we go. Prototype. Looks like
Oh
that.
yeah.
It looks exactly
does
like
look-
Prototype.
It does look like Prototype.
Like he could like dual wield these things and it looks so fucking cool. Like I immediately got reminded of Prototype and I thought it was the Hunters. I was like, is this not the Hunter? But no, it's apparently the Titan. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw a concept, like Jesse showed me a concept for like an idea where we had a flamethrower. I don't know why they didn't do that. I really don't understand, bro. Like why they gave us Striker 2.0, but we'll see. We'll see when it actually comes.
That's what I'm saying, right? Okay, I look, pretend I'm a Titan. Okay, I'm beating the enemy, like I'm slamming the ground, I'm like killing them, right? I'm pretty sure Strand is going to be slightly different, obviously. It's going to look different, at least, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to play slightly different, but it's almost the same thing, where it's like,
It looks
I've done
like
this. I've done
though.
this, right?
Especially traversal.
That's the
Like-
one thing I will give Strand, but that's not specific to any super, right? That's just if you have Strand on any class, you're getting that, right?
Yeah. That's just a Strand specific thing.
So they didn't even need to make that, like, you know, I don't even, like, give Strand a point for that. Because if you're giving it to every class, everyone has it, that's just a gameplay update at that point.
Okay.
I don't even, like, give that to, like, oh, you know, when you play a class, how does it play? If every class has it, I wouldn't count it specific to any class. It's just they're giving it to you.
I mean,
If you
each
spend
class
money.
plays different and provides something different, but it's like I said, you can make so many builds and so many things work now, and like they're adding more mods and changing stuff around, so new builds are gonna be introduced. Like the build crafting, Chris, I'm telling you, bro, you never cared about it, but when you do come back to this game, like
Why?
sitting down making builds and like playing with like your gun and like you know weapon crafting, bro, it's so much fucking fun. It's so much fucking fun.
Dude, you know how the Witness is called the Witness? You should be
Yeah.
called the fucking
No,
Herald.
I'm his
Because
Herald.
every time you try and get me back on this fucking game, you've succeeded in the past, but I don't want this to happen anymore.
John, I want you to come. Listen, I won't like my attack on you will be when the final shape comes. That's when I like I saved myself for the final shape for you.
What if the DLC is
That-
ass?
That's when you're coming back, bro. I don't care, Chris. Like I said, at that point, you're gonna play because
Everything else.
of everything else. There's
Do they still have the Do they still have the raid with the stupid guy who like never died?
Which guy who never did?
Oh fuck! It was the raid like I. What was the raids
Tanic?
after I left? Tecnics,
Tanic?
yeah. Is it Tecnics?
Deep Stone, yeah, it's still there.
It's still there. Are they ever gonna remove it?
They said that they're never gonna remove anything going forward.
So whatever's in the game now is locked.
Yes, locked.
Okay.
They're not sunsetting locations or anything anymore. So,
Okay.
like I said, by the time you come in, there'll be so much shit there.
Are they gonna bring back any old stuff now? Is the old stuff that like is not in? It's just like axed now. Like it's
Yeah,
never coming back.
I think, I don't know if they're gonna bring it back, but I wouldn't be surprised if they never did and just like filled the spot with new like locations now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
So
who
am I
knows?
missing from what they've left us? Right, from what they took away.
Yeah.
Am I missing anything major? Have I missed anything major that is not there right now?
That isn't there right now. No.
Okay.
Like when you come back, like
So the stuff that's gone,
it's
I've
gonna
done
be
already.
beyond light and afterward. Yeah. So
Okay.
literally, all you have is new content to play.
So all the old stuff I did is out of there.
It's gone. It's gone.
Thank fucking God. Except the strikes, right? They always
Except the
those shits
strikes,
in.
yeah. But they're revamping new strikes and changing strikes. They said they're gonna in the blog post.
Mhm.
They said that they're gonna they're touching up old strikes to make them fall in line with new strikes. And what they
Okay.
mean by that is like different encounters, different ways to play it.
Yeah, okay. Instead of
so they're
going
switching
left, go
stuff.
right. All right, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, let's see this Strand developer inside. Let's see what Bungo thinks of Strand and how they're gonna try and sell this to me, I guess, because you already bought it. So let's see if they can grab my wallet and force
I
it.
love
open.
Destiny.
Yeah, let's see. Whoa! Whoa!
Look the slugs.
Shit! Wait, don't we have an exotic that does that already?
What
The
with
swarm?
with like little slugs?
Yeah.
Oh, you thinking about the grenade launcher?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's ass.
Wow.
Yeah, that is ass.
Wait, let me see this. Let me deep dive this real quick.
Look, it's a slug.
Isn't that just Void Bomb?
This?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I mean
excited
you
for sure.
could.
Wasn't what he just did here the what was the arc thing from D1 for Hunters?
The blade thing, the whip,
Arc Blade, whatever. Yeah.
arc blade, yeah.
Is that just
I mean,
Arc
they
Blade?
still. I mean, all right. If you're doing that, like you can generalize everything. Now you get too
I'm
general,
most
bro.
excited for Strand.
I'm just
It's gonna
confused on how it's gonna
super
be
epic,
different.
just
Yeah,
introduce a new
but
damage
it's
type.
it's hard
What's
to
cool about Strand
explain.
is it can take so many forms.
The first time players see some new super action
Ooh, yeah,
for
yeah,
Strand
yeah.
is going to be really exciting.
Yeah, I'm not excited.
Yeah, you're a liar. I'm not excited.
Strand is this network of metaphysical connections.
Oh, we don't
objects,
care.
People, past, present, future.
What? This literally
We
sounds
call
like
it the weave.
bullshit.
Anytime a
Oh, the weave.
guardian needs to
Oh my
use
God, you know what I think when I hear of
weaving
weave?
all the strands around them.
Oh, no,
reaching
come
in,
on,
wielding
Gonzalez.
Think of the
weapons.
Bronx.
I knew you, bruh.
Each of the
I thought of
supers kind of
Lehman when you said
reflect
that.
idea.
Yeah.
Weaving into needles, weaving it into a giant
Whoa.
rope dart, weaving it into claws.
Oh,
revealing it as
yippee.
these green strands in the world.
That looks cool though. That does look cool. Oh, what the?
Green was
So
definitely
look,
like
you like
something
some
that we
little
were excited
like
about
slugs.
because it stood apart from
Whoa.
other damage types. It kind of gave it
Green
like
is
its
the
own
color that
visual
stands apart the
language.
most on the
World
spectrum to
strands
us.
are the things that are like more organic, flowing. It almost looks like
This
a
does not
curtain
look
of
organic
strands
at
that
all.
flicker in and out of reality. The idea of like the strings, like the strands lighting
Yeah,
up the
strings are
world.
organic,
I think
right?
that was
Yeah.
when everything
Oh,
kind of
that's
started to come
cool.
together, and
Oh,
like,
that's pretty
that starts
sick,
to
yeah.
then influence what's the design, what is.
Yeah,
the
she's
effects
agreeing
look
with him
like,
as
what
if
does
like she
audio
didn't make
sound
it
like
too.
for it?
Yeah.
We really wanted to visually show that there's some sort of order in the universe.
Okay, I gotta stop.
Oh,
Again. This
look,
is
the
so funny
order.
to me. This is so funny to me, right? So I don't know why they frame it this way. They're
Gobble?
both concept artists, right?
Yes.
So they've done all this. So, I mean, I know why they're doing it. They're doing it for us, but it just seems so silly to me that like once you know they're both concept artists, right? They've both worked on this. They've both done the art. So why is Mr. Gabo here telling Mr. Kwan
Wait.
here like, oh, this is what we were thinking when we did it? He knows this already. I
He's-
mean, again, I know
it's-
why they're
yeah,
doing it.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I just find it silly. Like
It-
if this guy
it's a
already
little
knows,
weird when you think
literally-
about it like
you're
that,
literally
yeah.
bullshitting each other.
There's
why
some
isn't he
sort
just
of
looking at
order
us when he
in the
talks?
universe,
Like,
Yeah.
or some sort of chaos.
It's like you're explaining it to
But
him
when
as if he
players
doesn't
take a
understand,
hand,
but he
they're
literally
weaving
made it.
What
with
if he
the-
was sick
weapons
that
of
day?
destruction.
Oh yeah, yeah,
When
he called
developing
out.
Strand, we wanted the emotional fantasy
Pre-alpha,
to
it
be
looks
based on
pre-alpha.
ropes and strings. And
So they
look,
did get
look,
that
look
done.
at the whip. Look at the whip
fantasy to
darting,
be
bro.
They did get
rapid
that done. This looks like
movements,
art did, though.
creating objects out of these strands.
That looks cool.
I
That
like-
looks
I
really
like
cool.
that.
Each
I
of your
like
super
that.
That's
states,
Hunter.
You have
Yeah, I think that was Warlock.
these strong
What?
elements that are on you that are connected from above. Things that you
Oh,
create
look.
are
Yeah, yeah,
constantly
we know,
revealing
string,
We're
string.
tangled in
world
the.
of strands around
String,
you.
yes.
It's like Doflamingo.
I feel like you know what's gonna happen? Our big answer. Here's what might happen, right? First of all, I forgot to say this before with the launch trailer, but remember those stupid freaking like Praetorian like Olympians that we saw that were half naked?
Praetorian Olympians were half naked.
Yeah, the freaking like the new people, the new guys.
Yeah, yeah. The
And they're
Neptunians.
like, oh, we don't. Oh, they're the Neptunians. Oh boy.
Yeah.
So remember how they were like, oh, we don't all have lives to give. You know, it's a joke on us rezzing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We
Which is
literally
true.
went through a whole fucking story arc where we couldn't res. So what are they talking about?
But they don't know that.
They're stupid. Oh my god, so stupid. Like
No,
trying
the
to think,
Neptunians,
oh,
they
yeah.
were hiding, bruh.
Yeah, they're pussies. Wow.
They are.
Yeah, you finally have to fight when the thing's on your doorstep and you're acting all tough. Like we didn't save the universe 5 times over. Fuck you.
Now we gotta help them.
Oh my god. I don't know why the fucking character doesn't kill everyone else. Jesus. But this is actually let me wait. Let's just watch it and let me see if this is
Threaded
gonna get
Spike,
answered.
the hunter's melee ability,
A
will
threaded
bounce between
spike?
enemies until it can't find it anymore, and then
That's
it'll
pretty
come
cool.
back to me.
That's
If
really cool.
I press the melee button again, as it comes back to me, I will catch it, and that
Oh.
gives me melee energy for the next time I want to use
That's
it.
pretty
sick.
nice.
As a
That's
VFX
sick.
artist,
That's
we came
good.
up with this idea of
I love this
when
egg
it goes
guy.
out, let's put
Yeah,
a bunch
he
of
always
additional
makes, like, noises when he
information on it
explains
to make
shit.
it look more dangerous. And when it comes back, we don't add that stuff, and it's simpler, and then it feels less dangerous.
I like how
Oh,
he
look,
just
That's
grabbed
what
he
it.
fucking
we
grabbed
did
it.
it right when you're not even questioning it. But getting to that point is definitely a challenge, and each one of the strand abilities, I feel like, have these little twists in there.
It's so important.
That's cool.
that
That's
you
the
can
hunter, though,
Tell what
man.
it
I'm
is
sad.
at a moment's notice.
And then as we go through the process, there's
The sounds are
revisions
pretty cool
and
though. I'll give them
refinement
that
based
too.
off of play
Dude, Destiny.
tests.
Oh my god.
Sometimes-
Let me say this. Let me say this. This is the thing I fucking hate about Destiny, right? They always do good. It's like imagine you have
Yeah,
a son.
they always do good.
Imagine you have a son that like he comes home. He's like, Daddy, look, I got 100 on my test. Oh, good job, son. Yes, very nice. And then at the end of the year, you know, he got 100, right? So you're thinking, oh, he must be doing good in the class. At the end of the year, you come to find out he failed. He bombed the final. It's like, well, what just happened? Like, you were doing so good.
Because they always do that, bro. It's like they're the troubled kid.
Like, oh my god, I hate the cycle of I'm getting happy, you have me happy, you're jacking me off, and then you let go, and then there's nothing.
So I will say this, like Witch Queen, like after playing it and like playing all the seasons, it was good first season. It sucked for the second one, and the third one was still good. So overall, I think it was like a lot of good content. I don't think there was a big time where I was like, besides the fucking pirate season, where I was like, God, I hate this game.
The pirate season.
It was the worst. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's see what else they're gonna say about Strand.
There are small visual changes. Sometimes it's like
This is them jacking themselves
big
off at
differences.
this
And
point.
I think a good example is the Titan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really cool swipe attack.
The swipe attack, Striker?
But it was hard to
It's
chase those
literally
enemies
Striker,
down.
bro.
We need a long range attack for the Titan that is going to enable us to get
They
close
just
to
gave
the
us a
melee
root,
attack and attack
bro.
them. And suspend was a
So-
natural.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah, look, he's
Okay,
like, look,
that's cool. That's cool.
they're
You just-
rooted, Chris
you
Allen.
just Jesus flowed up to them. So here's my next question, right?
Yeah.
Back here,
To get
when you're
enemies down, we need a
let me
long range
ask you
attack
this,
for the
let me ask you
Titan
this, right?
that is going to
this here, right? As a striker, didn't you have a move that you
Yes.
could slam the ground to like be ranged?
And a thing comes out and shoot. Yes.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
as far as I know, this is where the big difference, I guess, with the Strand one is, right?
Is they become your sex slave with Strand.
Well, not only that, but you can actually do it above yourself, right? The striker melee would only be on the ground, or the
Yeah.
striker like shockwave, I guess.
Striker melee would only be on the ground. Yeah.
And the shockwave you let out.
Bro,
was like-
I'm telling you, instead of fixing Striker, they just made this a little bit better, bro.
I mean, you could
like,
get
that's all
aerial
they
people
did.
now too, right? You
Come
get people above you.
enable us to get close to the melee attack and attack them. And
Yippee.
So that's all I'm hearing. Okay, striker, you can melee people and you do a shockwave on the ground. This one you can melee people, you could do a shockwave, but it could hit people in the air or above you.
Yeah,
One
and
really
then,
cool
like,
thing we're introducing with Strand is the ability to suspend combatants.
I like
Combatants are
that.
lifted up into the air. They're suspended in these strand webs.
Their limbs are now
BDSM.
like connected.
Yeah, Chris Allen, they're big
to
on
these
that.
invisible strands, and they
Yeah.
are vulnerable. Then
Was
you
that a
can then start to
bola?
set up combos.
What is
Ooh,
that?
ooh,
That's so
Just- I
crazy.
need to take
Alan,
I like
He's
that.
just like hand signs.
Yeah, it's a
There's
gang.
an opportunity to kind of set up 1-2 punch kind of combos.
I like that.
Sometimes you
I
can use
really
it more
like
as
that.
utility and provide support for your team.
That's a
so I think that's
bola.
gonna create like a
Yo,
lot of
look at it, you can
opportunities
like
for
go
us to
suck
do
his
that
dick.
no
Like-
matter what.
it's like a
I think
sex
it was
slave.
really that moment where everything kind of like clicked.
Yo,
and,
does this guy
like,
have some
everyone on the
sick
team was like,
fetishes he's trying to
"Oh,
show
I
us?
get what Strand is now."
Oh, look, Chris, that's
We
you.
get-
Like, you
we
finally
get
understand
its
what it is.
strings. We get its
A
strings.
big part
We
of
know.
Strand, looking at the concept art that we tried to clue into,
sound,
was
here
the
we
idea
go.
of cosmic webs. What do cosmic
Whoa.
webs sound like?
Yo, he's making his sounds.
Yo, I
Anything
love
that
his
kinda
fucking
evokes
noise.
this feeling of tension and pulling.
This guy looks so normal. Hey, yo.
Things
Look,
like
why is he in the
recording
socks?
as
Why
rugged
not?
plastics, leather
Maybe for
gloves.
the
We
audio.
strung out a big sheet of plastic wrap and running our
these
fingers
Foley
along
artists?
it in really
What are
weird
these?
performative ways.
Ew.
We actually
God,
start
I
taking
wanna
these
do
sounds
that
and
too.
combining them together and creating new things that are starting. to
Oh, they're
sound
making, like,
a little
new,
bit more
like,
something
sounds
has to
with
be
the
put into
soundboard.
game.
That's just kind of the fun part of the sound design process that really brings everything together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I
So
like
wacky
this.
things
It's
have
sick.
happened as we've developed strands, interactions we didn't necessarily anticipate. When you pick up a tangle and you throw it,
A
you can grapple
tangle?
to that tangle, and you're sailing through the air after the
That's
tangle,
pretty
which
cool.
can then hit
Oh,
the
Yeah, that's
tangle,
sick.
blow
That
them
is
up,
so
and then
sick.
you just
That's cool as
swoop in and
shit.
follow up.
Designers will find these bugs that will come back and be like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
this
actually,
must
you
have
can do
been
this."
bug
Like,
heavy.
Yeah, that was
You
a
know?
bug.
Let's make that bug a feature.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what they did.
It's
Chris Allen,
smart.
look.
It's smart.
One of the coolest things about the way that we work at Bungie is we will take someone's awesome idea
Or a bug.
Plagiarize?
and
Plagiarize?
through
bug.
play testing, through iteration, we can keep
Look at them. It
tweaking
can still
and
shoot
make
you.
the idea better.
Hey,
And
yo,
then
it's like a
as we start to
cocoon.
add the animation support, the VFX support, the audio support, that's when it really starts to come to life.
Wow. I love that drop. The drop is so
All of that
cool.
goes into making Strand this quality new damage type.
Yeah,
You can
that we need to
imagine
pay
how
for. They need to
could
sell it
work
to
on
us, so it
paper,
needs to
but
be
then
good.
When we actually have the final result, wow.
Wow.
This is gonna be
We
something
love it.
special.
Chris, he
Totally
looks so
not because
happy.
we want you to
Everything
buy
else
it.
I've
We
ever
just
played.
love it.
As the players experiment and figure
Great
out all the
bomb.
weird things they can do, they're gonna get even more excited.
I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh
cool.
yeah,
Like,
yippee.
this is it.
Yeah, this
Once
is
it
it,
goes
Elijah.
live,
You
it's
like
all
that?
right,
You like the
let's see where
blades?
players take it.
Yeah,
and
we'll
that's
see.
actually really exciting.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how like hear our
Look,
feedback.
he punched him. He punched him.
Chris Allen, I don't care what you say, man. This DLC for the location alone,
It looks good. No, there's.
I'm banging with it.
shitting on it.
I'm banging with
but
it.
there are good parts to it. There's definitely really good parts to it.
Like the Neptune looks sexy, bruh.
It does. It does. I'm not. Again, like I said, right? Destiny does good things. It's just they soil it. They soil it.
That is true.
Maybe not yet, but eventually they will.
You haven't been to Europa, right?
No.
Okay.
Isn't that the winter one?
Yeah, that's a good location. See, the locations that they bring out, Savathun's Throne World,
Mhm.
like those are all good locations. I think they really like go crazy with locations, but this one, just because it's like a city and it's neon,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
it looked. Oh my god,
We're suckers for neon.
I'm hard, Chris Allen. I'm hard.
Okay, so tell us now, Elijah, what is this last thing we finally had?
So now we're finally doing a deep dive into your favorite character.
My favorite character.
Your favorite character.
Who's my favorite character? Let's see.
Let's watch.
Who is this? Who's a Callus?
We've been
scared.
talking
Alan.
about this antagonist to the Traveler since
Wow.
Destiny existed. And
Sound, see?
last release,
Wow.
we found
the
out
jailer.
who it was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Originally, we thought we were fighting the darkness.
We were.
But it
That's
turns
what- yeah,
out
that's
that
what
there
we
was
thought.
an entity that was wielding the darkness.
All right. You know what this means?
Oh, look at him! Look at his smoke. It's like his face.
Yeah, I don't like that. I think that's weird. Because they didn't do it right coming off of his head, I feel like. But
Just look.
I'll tell you this. This is where they just wrote themselves an out. He's not the darkness. He's a wielder of the darkness. When we eventually kill him or do whatever we do to him, make him our friend, sing Kumbaya, someone else is going to wield the darkness. Because this is what happens in stories like these. There's always light. There's always darkness. Someone's always going to wield the light. Someone's always going to wield the darkness. So
That is true.
once he's gone, someone else is going to do it.
So you thinking like we might kill him this expansion?
Why is Callus
Look at him!
just naked,
Look at him!
Yo, why?
Disciple.
It literally
You
looks
know
like
what
someone...
must be done.
Dude, it looks like someone like took a fucking
Chris,
like...
he got like punched in the eye or something.
Yeah, like it looks like he got a fucking like bruise. It's swelled up.
Like
Why
he's
does Callus look nasty?
he's old and decrepit, and then he becomes like a hot gimp.
He looks like a fucking thumb. Yeah, what? He's gonna like bathe
We've
in the
always been
liquid?
living in this kind of bubble of safety, and then now with Callus and the
Look at
witness
him,
there,
Chris
the Band-Aid
Allen.
has just been ripped wide
Yeah,
open.
yeah. Look at the bullshit they just said. Look at the bullshit they said, right?
Kind of bubble.
We've been living in this bubble of safety. Meanwhile, every expansion they say, we're on the brink of extinction. This is it, Guardian. We must fight or die. What bubble of safety has there been? They come in front of our doorstep, the last city, and shit all over it. What bubble of safety?
Salad, we've been living in a bubble of safety,
Every
bro.
single time we think we have safety, we think, okay, we
It
at
gets
least have
thwarted.
the last city safe, right? We're starting to shit on the enemy. They mount a counteroffensive and they shit on the tower.
Of safety,
What
and then now
bubble
with
of
Callus and the witness there, the Band-Aid has just been ripped wide open.
Salad, now, like the time of peace is
We
over.
don't know if his motivations line up with those of the witness, but we know right now they are working together, and that creates a huge, huge problem for us.
This is another issue. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have a lot of issues with
Oh,
this
so
shit,
we're
man.
gonna. I think we might sing Kumbaya with Callus in the end.
They're saying Callus, like, you know, we don't know if he wants what the
Yeah,
what the
if he's
witness
aligned
wants.
with him, yeah.
This guy's literally this guy's slave. Like, what?
Tell him he's the disciple.
I don't understand why Callus just doesn't fucking like worship us, because look what we've done. Look what we've done. Do you not like put it on paper? Look what we've done. Every single enemy type, we've fucked them. We've done things no one else has done 10 times over. We've killed their leaders, their gods.
But think about this.
Like, what?
The witness was responsible for the collapse, Chris Allen.
Whoa. Nah,
And
is
that
a
was
big
like
deal,
the
though.
Dark
That's a big
Ages,
deal.
bro.
Yeah.
That was a big issue for us.
All I'm saying is because we weren't there. That's all I'm saying.
Russ.
Oh, look at him. He's like sexy.
Dude, I don't know. Callus just looks like a fucking
So
Gundam.
look at the witness, bro.
He looks like a Gundam. Look at this shit.
one of the best ways we're going to achieve the balance between the seriousness of what is happening to us in the narrative
And comedy.
at this point,
And comedy.
and the sort of levity
Look, he looks like
of
a fucking alien. Oh my
a summer blockbuster movie is best encapsulated in our
Ew,
villains.
look at his bald ass
Callus
head.
really wants that great life where he gets to enjoy his riches
Michaela?
and really get out there. And he feels
So
like
look,
the
why is
best
he in
way
this
to get
cube
it
all the
is
time?
That's his
by
like
an
fucking
alliance with
shower. I don't
Witness.
know.
At last,
At last.
my semblance matches my.
Why? Why is this? Wait. Why is his right foot golden?
My semblance.
His whole right foot is golden, actually.
But his left foot isn't.
No.
Matches my
Oh my god. His right arm too, or his left arm.
Plunges both hands into life with everything that he does. Callus
Look
works
at him.
for the Witness, and the Witness is above the universe.
I'll be honest. I do not like Callus's redesign. I think he looks like an ad. He looks like a captain. Like, you know how there's a regular Cabal we find, and then there's like the upper ones, like the little captains. They're not bosses. Like, they're not big bosses, but they're like right under big bosses. They're like elites.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like, he reminds me of one of those. Like, his character just gives off the vibe and energy of, I'm not a big boss, but I'm better than an ad. Like, he does not look cool.
He looks, but I mean, he's supposed to kind of look like.
Doesn't get any
He's not the big
enjoyment
boss.
out of
He's
life.
like, you know, one of the underlings
The
now.
kind of thing that deals with the problem with
Just
the
dripped
flick
out.
of its wrist.
There's some unsettling stuff that the Witness is capable
Yeah,
of.
if he's capable of it, why doesn't he do it already?
Look.
The Witness is a being that has been around for so
Yeah, he's
long, has been
witnessed.
trying to accomplish this thing for so long, and has overcome so many challenges that what seems like an obstacle to
Oh,
us
look.
is nothing to the Witness.
The game is over.
The Guardian
My
is used to
God.
desperate creatures fighting
The
for their
game.
lives.
I love how
and
cool
the
he is
Witness
about
still lives
everything.
in this plane that's above it, right?
Like,
This
he
is not
knows
the
he's
first
gonna
time
beat
it's
the shit
fought.
out of the Traveler.
This is what I'm confused about, right? Listen to what this guy said here, right?
The
Listen to what he
Guardian
said.
is used to desperate creatures fighting for their lives.
Desperate creatures fighting for their lives. The only thing that strikes me as a desperate creature fighting for their lives is the Fallen. That's it.
Wasn't Oryx like he conquering everything?
Yeah,
Like
I wouldn't call
he
him a
left-
desperate creature.
Well, I wouldn't call him that, but like, you know, you could also you could blanket it. Like, if you think about it, like,
No, the Hive are thriving, I think.
Allen, now that we murdered like half of them, I don't know. I think
Now
they're
that we
gonna
murdered 2/3, well, you know, quote unquote 2/3 of their like
three
God
quarters. 3/4 because Oryx, Savathun. Oh yeah, you're right. No,
well,
you're right.
Savathun in quotations, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Savathun.
they have one god left. After that god's gone, who do the Hive have? Nothing, unless they invent something else that we haven't known about somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like they're changing the narrative so many times. Yeah, look, they're ripping off the Band-Aid of safety we think we have. Where is it? I don't know, but they're ripping it off. It's like I don't know. Give more respect to certain things.
And
Yeah,
the
you
Witness
can
still
respect.
lives in this plane that's above it, right? This is not the first time it's fought.
Chris, look.
Do not be afraid.
What's the first time any of
We
the
don't
enemies
really
we've done
know
have
what it
fought?
wants.
Not with us. Like what?
But we do know that it's harming our solar system and the universe.
Our purpose is its end.
So he just wants to kill the Traveler.
He just wants to murder the Traveler. Yeah.
Transformation in Lightfall.
He looks
there's
ugly.
still some things about
I like
him
his
that
red
are
eyes.
pretty familiar to players who
Yeah.
know him. He's still pretty full of himself.
Yeah, he's still very
and you'll see
high
on
society.
the Typhon Imperator just
The
Callus's
Typhon
new
Imperator.
glorious form as a master.
I like how
Why
he's
is
a
he
Sphinx.
If you
I like
go
that.
around the destination,
He is full
it's
of
definitely very
himself.
effective and creepy because
It's
his
like the
eyes will
all-seeing like
follow you
being.
wherever you go.
It's like the eyes will follow you.
He is always watching.
We're seeing Callus go through a transformation because of the Witness's power
Yeah,
and
he's sucking
emerge
it.
as something new.
He's
and it's
sucking
still
the power.
a very over-the-top
Yeah, I
personality.
love that about Callus. Look at
Callus
him.
in general is an
It's one of the
awesome
dungeons.
Yo, look
enemy
at him.
for us just because it has so many interesting elements of his personality to explore.
Ew.
He's a likable
remember, he was a
character, but he's
phase.
still
Yeah, that
the
was a
big
phase. I
enemy
hated
of
that phase.
Lightfall. Like, we do need to stop
Yep,
Callus
they said it
if
here.
we want to stop
Yep.
the Witness.
Okay, Callus is step 1, Witness is part 2.
anticipating the arrival of the Witness for some time. The Black Fleet is here, which feels really intense. And the Collapse 2.0
Yeah,
is
look
already
at him.
happening in a way.
He's looking at
Starting in
us.
Lightfall, which is scary, but also it's an opportunity for Guardians to really step up and face the most powerful enemy in the Destiny universe.
Oh boy.
That's what they're saying. That's what he's touted as.
Every time we always hear the enemy is the most powerful enemy. Like, to date, like they'll always say, "Oh, this is the most powerful threat."
Course.
Yeah, like
Of course.
Th-
They
this
gotta
is
sell
where-
context now. They gotta
I
make
know,
it high taste.
I know.
Come on now.
I'm not dinging them too hard, but listen, man, I just keep hearing it, right? This is where I think certain games, they can't go on for too long, or like they can't use. This is where it's a problem of like expectations, right? If you keep saying you have to set the expectations lower at certain points, because again, right? You said this too. Who's gonna be the next big baddie after this? What if they say, "Oh, but this is the real guy who was pulling the strings the whole time"? What if they say that again with the next villain, Elijah? What are we gonna think? Like, we're gonna think there's someone above him.
Yeah, but I don't know. You said also before, like what they were saying, they could pull the story in so many different directions. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's a wielder of the darkness, not darkness itself. So you can make it like we kill him,
There's
but
gonna
the
be
darkness
another
is still an
wielder of
issue.
the darkness, probably.
Like you can spin it in so many ways. I'm interested to see where the story's going because
Yeah.
so far everything has led up to this point, right?
Yeah.
So I want to see what happens.
That's
and I've been
neat.
playing this game for like 5 years.
Oh yeah, haven't we all?
Oh my god, Chris Allen.
Destiny does have like good moments. Like even with this stuff, right? Even the stuff they're adding in, I'm shitting on a lot of it, but it has really good stuff coming too. It's just I dislike seeing the same shit.
Yeah.
But the Witness is alright, I guess. I really find his design more comical
Valid.
and funny.
Said the traveler had nowhere to run.
Like that's really cool. It's just when I look at him, I can't help but laugh. Like
So you if you laugh at him, he'll like slice you and your ghost, bro.
yeah, we won't really die though, because it's a fucking drug trip.
Yeah, it'll get you really high.
Yeah, from his fucking like smoke head.
Sean, so final thoughts on Strand,
Yeah,
The
final
Witness.
thoughts. I mean, I have a little bit more respect for it. I think it's better than I thought it'll be, but I'm still upset. The biggest thing upsetting me is like this really couldn't be the last DLC. Like because it's not the last, it's like my expectations are tempered that we're gonna be waiting and this and that. Like I can already imagine what they're gonna say in the next like trailer, right? We know the Witness was the final enemy, and now it's time to finally take him on. Like, okay, I thought we were gonna do this already, but whatever. Like, it makes me question, like, is enough gonna happen in this DLC besides just maybe Callus?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Like I said, it's a combination of things. We have to see how the season pans out because they do continue the story with seasons, right? So it's like we're gonna see like what happens after.
But I know for a fact like nothing's gonna happen yet.
But
like,
after
nothing big is
seeing
gonna happen yet.
After seeing like Witch Queen, like would you be more hyped for this or more hyped for Witch Queen when you saw the shit leading up to Witch Queen? I feel like this is
more
really
hype because they're saying it's like the end.
Yeah.
It's like the end of a big chapter.
Okay,
So
this is definitely more hype. That's what I thought too.
Yeah, it's more hype, but I don't know. I'm just sad. Like I know nothing huge is gonna happen because they've set it up that way. It's like we're so hyped, yeah, excited, but excited for what? Not much is probably gonna happen. So I guess we'll see, but it's alright. It's just so sad. It's so sad to me that like it takes up so much money. It's just not only a time commitment. Destiny's a time commitment. You have to do your weeklies, this and that. You always have to get on. But it takes your wallet every so often, man. Like, come on.
Yes, but it I don't know. Like it used to be on Game Pass until Sony
the cosmetic shop wasn't enough.
Yeah, the Eververse thing is like alright. I never feel pressure to buy anything from the Eververse shop.
No,
and I
but
feel
like
they give you enough like Night Dust though.
Isn't that generating enough income to where like they can like not be so money grubbing? Or
I don't even know. But
you know what I think of with this? Think of a game like No Man's Sky, right? No Man's Sky, people got pissed at them. They've not only made up for it, I would say tenfold, but they're still giving out meaningful free updates that are like really big in size, really impactful. And I'm thinking like, when are they going to charge for this? But they're not charging for anything. They're just giving free like amazing content out for years. For years. They could stop updating the game. There's enough in it. But they keep, updating it for free. And I'm thinking, like, these could easily be DLCs, but they're not greedy. And I'm wondering, there's no in-game cosmetic shop, so they're not making money from these things.
Well, I
They're just
mean,
doing it.
every company's different, and them like their story is truly like a unique one, right? Because like,
But where are they getting their money from? They're not a big company like Bungo.
I have no idea.
So how are they able to do that? But a big company like Bungie,
Maybe because like
cries
people like
every year.
like coming back, like didn't have a resurgence after like.
But that's not generating them money.
Well, yeah, because they're buying it again. It didn't go free to play, did it?
Well, true, but to play Destiny, you needed to buy it originally, right?
Well, yeah,
And
but
then
now
even now to still, quote unquote, play it realistically, you have to buy the DLCs. And there's an in-game shop though, and there's an in-game shop. No Man's Sky, there's an initial buy in which their sales it's cheap as shit now because it's been out so long, right? So not only is it cheap, most of the people who have it, have it. It's not really booming in sales now, I don't think. And there's no in-game shop, so where are they really making most of their money from? And providing these free updates. Destiny, like, money grubs you so hard. It's so sad.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, their monetization, it is pretty pricey to get into, but like I said, I mean, the one saving grace is that they bundle. Like, every year they bundle a lot of shit, so the buy-in isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, it'd be different if they didn't and made you have to buy every single fucking expansion individually like morons, but it's like they bundle it, they make it pretty easy, like, yo, you want to buy this? And honestly, like,
here's
getting
my question.
getting everything on sale, like come like what the winter sale or something, isn't the worst thing in the world. Like, you get it for a pretty good, you're getting a lot of shit.
So
because you haven't done anything. You're basically a new player at this point, Chris.
So forget about me though, right? Let me ask you this:
or to anybody, any like
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm
brand new
thinking.
player, like
Brand
a
new
brand new
player,
player
yeah.
has so much shit here.
So here's my question, right? Let's just say I'm a brand new player. I come on to Destiny 2. What's free? What's not? Like, at this point in time where we're at, what is paid for?
Seasonal activities?
Fuck the seasonal activities. I'm
That's the
talking
only
about
thing that's paid for.
what's paid for that, like, sticks, that doesn't go away.
That doesn't go away?
Yeah, doesn't seasonal activities go away?
Season stick. Yeah, they change, but like that's the only thing you're paying for is the seasonal activity.
So you're not paying for any of the DLCs that have come out?
Some with the seasonal activity, like I believe with seasons, like certain seasons will have dungeons and shit, and like the story is like locked behind there.
The story is locked behind the dungeon?
Not the dungeon, locked behind the seasons. Like to play more of the story.
What?
It's in the seasons, yeah.
Wait, so what the fuck? I'm so confused here.
Yeah.
So the DLC is free now.
What DLC is free?
The DLCs that have come out.
Which one are you talking about?
Witch Queen?
It's free this weekend, yeah.
This weekend?
Yeah, it's been free a few times.
But it's not free.
It's not free, no.
So I'm asking, what do you need to buy that doesn't transfer, like that doesn't change season to season?
Like, I'm confused what you're asking.
If I get on the game, can I play Witch Queen?
Yes.
And it's not this weekend, next weekend.
I think it's this weekend that it's free.
But that's not what I'm asking.
Okay.
I'm asking, do I need to buy Witch Queen? Not it's momentarily free, because that's a free trial, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, to what? To play...
Anything.
To play...
What is on there that I need to pay for to play that's not the stupid seasonal thing that changes every so often?
I guess the actual expansions themselves.
Okay, and how many of those are out?
Right now, I mean, they bundled all the old ones. So it's like all the old ones, which is like what, Beyond Light, and like the one after that. And then...
What was the one after that?
I don't... What was after Beyond? Beyond Light was... After Beyond Light was Witch Queen, right?
I don't know. Let me see. Destiny 2 expansion.
You got the Red Keep. Oh, no, you were there for that.
Yeah, I had that bull crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny 2 expansions. I mean, look on the fucking devil site itself.
Yeah.
Alright, so Lightfall. Get started. Play Destiny 2. Here we go. So, okay, Forsaken. Yeah, they still have that in the game? Jesus Christ. Buy
Yes,
now. How much is this? How much is this crap? Let me look at Steam. Oh, okay, it's $20 normally. The Forsaken. Wait, is it just weapons? Mostly negative. Oh my god. Okay. let me think. So, Shadowkeep is still in the game?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay.
And we still go to the moon occasionally. Honestly, the moon was a really cool location.
Yeah.
I really like the moon.
So Shadowkeep, which I bought unfortunately. Beyond Light, I don't have, and Witch Queen. Yeah. So those are the only things I missed. Beyond Light and Witch Queen. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the new one, Lightfall. So here's my question, right? How long do you think they're gonna stick with Destiny 2? Because eventually, how much can they bundle in one bundle?
So they said in that last video, which I don't know if you remember, but they said like they have a lot more stories to tell within the Destiny universe. I don't know if like they're gonna finish the Light and Dark. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like maybe after Final Shape, we're gonna get Destiny 3, and it'll be like a whole new story. But I'm thinking like how long Destiny's life cycle? I assume it's gonna be like, all right, the rest of this year, and then next year, 2024, we're gonna get the Final Shape, and then we're gonna have a whole year of the Final Shape. And I think after the Final Shape, they might do an epilogue. Like you remember how Lord of House of Wolves, no, what is it? Not House of Wolves. The shit with Saladin was kind of like an epilogue to Oryx, like like it wasn't as big and small. Yeah,
the Iron Stupid Mountain, whatever the fuck. Fellwinter's Peak.
So I think Destiny has like a few more years under its belt. Like
okay, so
especially since it's on PC, like there's not a lot of things restricting it anymore. Like
here's my whole idea, right? The thing restricting it is honestly like the consoles, but
yeah, the consoles the biggest thing.
I'm worried mostly for the file size because think about it, right? The file size and just think how this sounds. So eventually, let's just say Destiny gets to expansion like year, I don't know, 10. Year 10 expansion, right? How many expansions are we going to have before that? And like, how are they going to bundle that? Are they going to bundle literally everything? But like, I don't know. Eventually, it just seems like a smart move. I mean, not monetarily for us, but monetarily for them. Like a smart move. Okay, Destiny 3, you have to rebuy the whole thing. We get a clean slate, like free of like file size. We can implement like new stuff, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
And then just make more money. But I'm trying to think like if they'll do that, when they'll do that, and how much stuff can really be bundled. Because eventually, right? Let's just say Destiny 2 stays. We go to year 10 expansion. Will they bundle everything up to that? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. I don't know.
Who knows? But anyway, I guess to kind of round this whole thing out, man, this is crazy. Destiny's just...
Destiny's crazy, bro.
It's just crazy.
They always going crazy.
Strand is going crazy. I'm just worried for... You know how, like, even in Destiny, it's becoming a cycle?
Yeah.
The Traveler comes, enlightens you. There's a great collapse. It happened to the Fallen. The Traveler came to us, enlightened us. We had a great collapse. We almost got Fallen, but he stayed. He tried to leave, but now look. It's always a cycle. It's always a fucking cycle.
Or maybe they could spin it like the Final Shape is like us against both Light and Dark. Like we realized that like is both of them because like the Traveler like is kind of a pussy, bro. Like he left us.
He's been fucking us. Like what?
Yeah, the Traveler left, bro. Like think about that. The Witness was coming, and the Traveler's like, all right, I'm out of here. Like, and then it stopped. Yeah, and then it stopped because it's like, oh fuck, like he's already here.
You didn't leave
like,
before.
Like it has no choice. Like it's back into a corner, and we just so happen to be like, you know what I mean? Like it could have been anybody. So
it's so stupid.
I don't know. I'm not banging with the Traveler after he did that, bro. That's some rat shit, yo.
If the Traveler leaves, do we lose our ghost?
I think so, right?
We lose little Nolan bot?
Or no, maybe they're stuck with us because like remember the Traveler gave like Savathun her own. Like as long as the Traveler's around, I think the ghosts are around. Like you feel me? Like I don't think like because it's gonna leave, the ghosts are gonna go with him.
Away. You think even though he's far away, like they still hold his power, he still exists, so like they'll still function.
Yeah, I think so. Because of how like the Hive ghosts work. Like I believe so.
I mean, could that be also just because like the Traveler's in the universe? Like if he's in your universe, he's powering everything. But if he dips out, like after a certain like distance, like he's too far away.
I don't know.
I mean, this is just speculation. But anyway, it's off topic. But yeah, I don't know. I'm slightly more impressed. I think this is gonna be good for the players who are gonna experience it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's enough to bring me back though, but we'll see.
Everybody's getting back on the Destiny, bro.
That's always what happens, and then we all leave. I'm sick of it.